that are going to be interviewing and asking questions, could you please make sure you're up in front? Not our VIP hosts, but the press hosts. Great. So I think we've got everybody ready. So how we're going to do this is, first we're going to, of course, announce again. Where did my sheet go? That's fine. We're going to start with one question each, and then if we have enough time, past 2:30, and you can start with an intro, one-liner, and then you can take it from there. Okay? So, again, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining our press conference, and it is a pleasure to have Kailash Satyarthi here. I'm actually going to get out of the way and let this get started. Thank you so much. Give him his mic, please.
I just asked a straight question.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it does not work, it's technology.
Well, it's actually more for the speakers so they can get the benefit
Most
of
of the time technology works, but sometimes not.
Mr. Satyarthi, welcome. My name is Mateen Syed Ahmed Tai, Silicon Valley. The question is, what the amount of work you do, we talk about reaching the bottom of the pyramid, social entrepreneurship. Is there a way to come out of this terminology and really focus on how we can empower through pure entrepreneurship to really make sure that the bottom of the pyramid reaches the privileges that we think they're entitled to, rather than just focusing on social entrepreneurship? It's become almost like an abuse phrase.
I need to know you were here.
I don't see much difference between the economic entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship, because the businesses are also social change makers in one way or other. The power of business is enormous and it is growing. Now the question is that how the brighter side of the business could be harnessed, channelized and used to solve the darker side. And that is very much possible. And that's why I am using a phrase I call a business with compassionate intelligence. All the businesses are done with intelligence, but let us try to include a value of compassion with the business and intelligence so that it can make the world a better place. And that's why the profit, people, planet, and peace must go hand in hand. And businesses can play a very important role in it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Please come up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Vidya from India Post newspaper. It's the largest South Asian newspaper based in San Francisco. According to you, what steps can we take to protect the child from rescue and all the other missions? Okay. According to you, what steps can be taken to protect children from being exploited? Your take on the situation right now in India.
Well, it's a combination of several factors. We have to do all possible preventive measures that include investment on education, good quality and free education for all children. That also include social protection for the parents of these children, so that all the schemes like Manrega, the employment guarantee scheme, could be properly enforced. The midday meal school for children could be enforced. So these things would definitely help as preventive measures. We have to create an environment in the society and then create the whole ecosystem where the children must not be pushed into slavery, child labor, trafficking and prostitution. So the social awareness is also one of the keys. Equally important are good laws in place, and the laws have to be implemented. There should be a sense of accountability in the enforcement agencies. Similarly, the social accountability of the businesses and corporate also matters a lot. They have to make sure that no child labor is involved in their supply chain. And finally, education. Invest on education for all children. All state governments and central government should prioritize investing on protection, education and health for children. We can put an end to child slavery and child labor. That is not something which is unachievable or unaffordable. we can do it. And we will do it in India.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. One question or you go.
Hi.
I should
Introduce
come down.
yourself. Introduce
It's not
yourself.
good that I'm standing. You are standing and I think you should sit here. So that you can become equal.
Thank you.
Good. Lovely.
Hi, my name is Yash Samlani. I'm 9 years old, a Cub Scout, and co-founder of the nonprofit organization MADE, Make a Difference Entrepreneurs.
Oh, wow. Can I shake hand from you? With you? Yeah.
And I have a question. How do kids get involved with social entrepreneurship?
Very difficult question. Let me try to answer. All kids have bright mind, purity of heart. They can see the problems in much more simpler manner in comparison to the adults. They can speak truth to power frankly and strongly. Some children who are connected with the social media, websites, computers and so on, they can express their feelings for the betterment of children. Equally important is that as consumers, they should try to find out that if any child labor is involved in making sporting goods like soccer balls or tennis bat or shoes or apparels, they can talk to their friends and families and sensitize them that no child shall be involved in it. They can do it. They can also create some sort of peer relationship with the children who are deprived of their education and childhood in any part of the world. And now the world is in your fingers, on your fingers. You can use the power of social media and the power of your smartphone to connect with the rest of the children in the world. And for the youngsters like you and other young people, I am planning to launch the human history's most ambitious and largest campaign involving young people to become the champions, change makers, entrepreneurs, leaders for those 100 million left out children in the world. So the campaign would be 100 million to 100 million. 100 million children in the world are left out. They are deprived of health, education, freedom to be child. So my idea is that 100 million young people like you, the co-founder of an organization and a bright person with social entrepreneurship skills, can be the leader. You are already leaders. So how your leadership could be harnessed for the betterment of other 100 million children in the world. Would you be willing to join this 100 million campaign?
I would love to.
You will love to. Thank you so much. That is something I was expecting from you. Good. Yeah, that looks good actually.
Also, I would like to give you my card.
I will keep it. And I promise you that I am going to take a photo in front of you now so that I should not lose it. A selfie with you so that I will keep the card and selfie. I'm also a little bit techno savvy. I can use smartphone. How do I look? Do I look good? Awesome, good. You're always awesome. Let me smile for you. Good.
Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. My question is regarding compassion. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and as a mother, I ask you, how do we teach our children compassion? This is for all the mothers around the world. We teach our children to be competitive in schools and to become citizens, but what is the one thing and what is the one gift that we can give so everyone can be compassionate and give to others and not, all to yourself?
Well, compassion is not something which has to be taught. It is the wealth that exists inside each one of us. We have to identify it. We have to harness it for the betterment of society. But one practical thing I could think on this occasion is that if you make an unknown child smile every day, then you are going to multiply your compassion inside you, but you are also able to give a lesson to your own children. They will learn how to bring smiles on the faces of not only the family, not only your own siblings, but to the unknown children. So start from your neighborhood. Think of those communities which are comparatively poor, which are comparatively deprived of basic things, and go there and spend some time to make them smile. That is one way of celebrating Mother's Day or any other thing actually.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. With radio, please go ahead.
Which mic?
Can you keep it short?
कैलाश जी, पहले तो मैं आपके पैर छूना चाहता हूँ. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long
नहीं
time.
नहीं, मैं आपके पैर छू लूंगा.
No, no,
मैं
no,
और आप
no.
बराबर हैं.
The work that you have done
All
for the
human beings are
humanity.
equal in the
पर
world.
मुझे मेरे आप थोड़ी सी इज्जत आपको देने दीजिए. So I represent Radio Zindagi. It's a 24/7 coast to coast radio station running from west coast to east coast. और यहाँ पे बहुत ही popular radio station है. I can speak in English, but I'd like to ask a question to you in Hindi. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. बचपन बचाओ आंदोलन, ये जो आपका आंदोलन है जहाँ से आप चाइल्ड लेबर से लोगों को, बच्चों को बचाते हैं, तो उनके लिए किस तरीके के डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स आपने शुरू कर रखे हैं ताकि दे कैन बी पुट बैक टू द मेन स्ट्रीम और वो वापस ज़िंदगी की पटरी पे आ सकें?
जी, बचपन बचाओ आंदोलन ने शुरू में ये महसूस कर लिया था कि केवल बच्चों को छुड़ा देने भर से काम नहीं चलेगा, हमें उनके पुनर्वास के लिए, रिहेबिलिटेशन के लिए भी कुछ करना है. तो हमने इसकी शुरुआत की सबसे पहले दिल्ली के पास मुक्ति आश्रम बना के, फिर एक बाल आश्रम बनाया, फिर बालिका आश्रम बनाया. सो वी हैव एस्टैब्लिश्ड 3 सेंटर्स फॉर द रिहेबिलिटेशन. लेकिन वो भी पूरा नहीं था, तो हमने और दूसरे गैर सरकारी संगठनों को और दूसरे संगठनों को तैयार किया कि वो भी रिहेबिलिटेशन की, पुनर्वास की कुछ जिम्मेवारी लें जो बच्चे छूट के आते हैं गुलामी से, बाल मजदूरी से. लेकिन वो भी पर्याप्त नहीं था, तो हमें सरकार से जिद्दोजहद करनी पड़ी और एक सरकारी स्कीम को बनवाने में हम लोग काफ़ी दिन तक जुटे रहे कि सरकार खुद ये पुनर्वास का जिम्मा अपने हाथ में ले. तो समाज के लोग, सरकार के लोग सब साथ साथ करें. मैं धर्मगुरुओं के पास भी हाथ जोड़ता हूँ, बार बार कहता हूँ, मंदिरों से, मस्जिदों से, गुरुद्वारों से, चर्चों से, कि भाई इतने बड़ी बड़ी जगह भगवान की आपने बना रखी हैं, ये बच्चे जो गुलामी से छूटते हैं इनको आप शिक्षा दे सकते हैं, यहाँ पर इनकी खाने पीने की व्यवस्था कर सकते हैं. तो समाज के हर वर्ग को ये जिम्मेवारी उठानी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि आखिर कोई भी बच्चे जो इन हालतों में पहुँचते हैं वो अपने आप नहीं जाते. बहुत लोग सोचते हैं कि गरीबी के कारण ये चल रहा है, भाई क्या करें, बच्चे भूखों मर जाएंगे अगर नहीं वहाँ से आज़ाद होंगे तो, अगर वहाँ काम नहीं करेंगे तो. लेकिन असलियत ये है कि दुनिया में कोई भी गरीबी बच्चों ने पैदा नहीं की, दुनिया में कोई भी युद्ध बच्चों ने नहीं लड़ा, दुनिया में कोई भी नेचुरल डिजास्टर, कोई आंधी तूफान, बारिश, बाढ़ बच्चे नहीं लेके आए. इसके लिए ज़्यादातर हम ही लोग जिम्मेवार हैं, बड़ी उम्र के लोग. बच्चे केवल उसके भुक्तभोगी हैं, उनको और ज़्यादा भुक्तभोगी न बनाया जाए, उनको बाल मजदूर और गुलामी ना कराई जाए. ये सोच हमारे समाज में पैदा होनी चाहिए.
थैंक यू वेरी मच कैलाश जी. आपने जो काम किया है उसके लिए तो तारीफ के लिए मेरे पास शब्द नहीं है, बट जाने से पहले सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ बोलना चाहूँगा जो इनसे प्रेरित होकर मेरे मुंह से निकल रही है कि घर से मस्जिद है बहुत दूर, चलो यूं कर लें, किसी रोते हुए बच्चे को हंसाया जाए. थैंक यू वेरी मच कैलाश जी.
बहुत धन्यवाद.
गॉड ब्लेस यू. टेक केयर.
Well, I always believe in democratization of knowledge as well as democratization of technology. It should not be one way or two way. It should be 360 degree. Everybody should be stakeholder, not only in using technology, but also creating technology, appropriate technology in their own way. The digital divide is a serious issue, even in spite of it has become quite inexpensive or less expensive in many parts of the world. The reach of technology is still a big question. So we are first of all trying that every child should receive basic education. That is the must. If they are not able to read and write, if they are not able to count numbers, then they cannot make use of technology. But the other way around, we are also pushing the idea that how digital technology especially can help in advancing learning skills, mathematical skills among children with less expenses. So both things go in hand. So I am in contact with the government, not only the Indian government, but also talking to the governments in other parts of the world, that the education has to be inclusive, quality, as well as should be equitable. So equitable and inclusive education also includes digital education for all children, irrespective of their economic and social status.
Thank you so much. And with that, we're going to close the press conference. So thank you so much for taking the time.
pleasure.
It is an inspiration to have you here and for taking the time to talk to these folks. So we'll just take a quick photo of you.
Yes, sir.
And then you will be getting one group photo because there's so many that want individual photos. We're going to just do a group photo. So we'll just one photo of you first, and then we'll do a group photo, okay?
Did you feel that there was some left in the technology? It was not working in between, so I told you last. Yeah, it fell. Yeah.
Technology is not perfect. Thank you. I'll hold that for you so they can take a photo of you in front.
Yeah.
Yes. Towards Algo. Towards Algo. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, my heart is pounding faster. Second engagement. Look how popular you are. You are such an inspiration to all. So we're going to take one quick group photo. So if anybody could just please come and forget, we're not going to have multiple photos because you have